What your Call of Duty operator says about you. Starting off with Otter, chances are in Warzone you're a total fucking bush Wookie. In multiplayer you're a piece of shit player who thinks he's good. You also think you're Chris Kyle but can't land a shot to save your life. You also land far as fuck away from your team and you're always the first one down, and you'll sit there and spam the shot button until somebody revives you. Don't take offense to any of this is all a joke. What your Call of Duty operator says about you, part 2. Captain Price. If you use Price, you're the most basic of players, and this is now the default skin of Warzone. We can normally find you crouching in corners, and you were always rushing and getting creamed. And in multiplayer, you're always the one talking shit. Always talking about somebody's KD, but you're in the negatives. And your favorite weapons are the Fennec and the RPG. And if I see you in the Gulag, it's an easy deploy. What your operator says about you, part 3. If you use Kruger, you're probably running around the map with a riot shield on your back and guaranteed a knife. And in Warzone, you're always the dude third partying a fight. Either that, or hiding behind doors in downtown. But you can be deadly with the sniper sometimes, if you actually try to use it. And if you're not using the riot shield and the knife, you're probably running around the map with an MP7, and an MP5 is your secondary. And you're always eating grenades. Either that or fucking throwing. What your Call of Duty operator says about you, part 4. If you use D-Day, you're probably the most casual player in the lobby. Your skill set can range from beginner to intermediate, and chances are in Warzone you're always the team medic, and every move you make is executed with caution. But you also do have your negative traits. In Shoot House we can always find you with a shotgun of some sort, definitely with Dragon's Breath, and always jumping around. And you're always the first one to kill me when capturing an objective. What your Call of Duty operator says about you, part 5. If you use Reigns, you're a spray and pray god. You'll fire at the slightest sign of movement. You normally mount up with the LMG and wait, but that doesn't mean you don't get kills. Sometimes we can also find you using a shotgun. And in Warzone, you're always the dude, always, carrying an RPG. You're normally good for about 3 kills in Warzone. Like and follow for more. Thanks. What your Call of Duty operator says about you, part 6. If you use Nikto, you're probably an OG. You've been here since season 1. And you always have a gun with tracer rounds. You stay strapped with a marksman rifle. And in Warzone, you always rush for the helicopters and try to kill as many people with the blades. But if you use this skin, you're sweaty. And you're the type of person to yell, "Fuck you, Mom!" even though she bought you this skin. What your Call of Duty operator says about you, part 7. If you use Wyatt, you're always tooted and booted with the 725, and laying down proximity mines and claymores wherever you go to ensure maximum rage quit. And in the Gulag, you're always punching the AFK player because you think you're Muhammad Ali Jr. And you always drop downtown. And your favorite maps are Shipment and Shoot House. What your Call of Duty operator says about you, part 8. The only reason you're using Golem is because it's the closest thing you have to a ghillie suit. In multiplayer, you're always in the back of the map trying to snipe somebody, regardless on how big or small the map is. In Warzone, you drop, get a little bit of gear, and head to the woods. Chances are you move with the gas, and you just hope and pray somebody doesn't catch you off guard. You jump at the very last second to get as many AFK kills as possible.